Yes, a pleasant good night to you all. Pleasant good night to every single one of you, wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining the Saudichress show, and I welcome each and every one of you. I welcome all the first time viewers, and of course, those who are with us every single night when we broadcast. Well, of course, this is the Saudichress show, and this is where you get information on entertainment, sports, and education. And so, as customary, Monday and Fridays are scheduled for sports and entertainment, and Wednesday, educational content. Thus, a Monday night, of course, we have sports. All right, Zoom Cloud, blessing everything. Respect, my boss. Respect, respect. And so, thank you very much again. And I hope that you're hearing me loud and clear and you're also seeing me. I promise that tonight will be a very interesting show. Maybe one of a kind thus far. I hope so. And right now, I think I'll be waiting. I'm not seeing our guest yet, but I'm sure he'll be in very soon. So as we are, we will continue until he join us. I want to say congratulations to Manchester United to winning this trophy on that was yesterday, right? On Sunday. The is it the EFL Cup or the Carabao Cup? That's the first trophy for Man United, and of course, this is the first over the past 6 years. And I want to say to my fans, the Man United fans on this show, congratulations, you have done well. And people, let me not take anything away from Manchester United. Manchester United are going great guns. They have looked good. And so I think, as one fan said, that they are going for four trophies and they have already bagged one. So three more in the making. Let's see what will happen as we continue. So, people, we just want to say that based on what's going on, I want to thank all the persons who have subscribed so far, especially those who have subscribed over the weekend. And I know that there was, I must say to you, there's a rush. I really thank you for that. And for everyone else, I thank you for liking the content and please continue to do so. Please continue to subscribe, like, and share the Saudichress show. We have many in-house things to do, and you know how these things are. And I must say, as a very, very young YouTuber, so to speak, podcaster, and maybe as some people have called me commentators, I am learning, and with your help, of course, we'll continue to learn and we will do great things. The Saudi Crest Show, we are up for greatness, and I'm sure that every single one of you have your say and are will be a part of the great Saudi Crest Show as we continue. I want to say good night. Good night, Conway Gale. Respect, man. Big up yourself, Sir Basil. Blessed. Nikki Madden, I want to say good night to you as well. Thank you for joining us. People, as is our main topic, we'll be looking at Jamaican football and the Central football. And so we believe that as we go along, you will have your part to play. Please continue, not just to say blessing and good night, but throughout the show, I want to have you participate. You can call in at 876-501-6625, and that's on WhatsApp. So let me just put that in the chat for those who are coming early. I might have to change again or redo, but nothing is wrong. So reinforce the information as we go. So for WhatsApp calling is again 876-501-6625. So that's again 876-501-6625. All right, so blessings again, everyone. As we go, let's look at some sporting activity for the early part of the show. What took place? More so football over the weekend. And I don't know how many persons on the local side in Jamaica who have gone in to watch Gibson relays over the weekend. You know, I must say though, there are a lot of concerns coming out of the Gibson relays people. with adrenaline per se. I've seen Michael Dye came out, just to caution the wind, just to let people know that things are happening. Don't be panic so early for us not to win more of our sprints, especially the relays, as you know. I'm sure that Heidel will be knocking on the door. I will have been knocking for a while now. And so, as I said, knocking, I remember back in the days when Adrenaline, was knocking on Homewood's door, trying to get a peep in until they have made it their own just now. But that's how it is. And we have all the trust in Coach Michael Dyke and his girls, of course, with the entire Adrenaline behind them. They will do well for champs. And whatever it is, once you're a champion, you know what it feels like. And I must say, this Adrenaline, they're not just a champion, they are multi years champion. And so it will take not just a knock on the door, I must say, it will take more than a knock on the door to go past this Adrenaline at girls' champs. All right, so that's how much maybe Mr. Donaldson, a part of the track team, our track official, so to speak, will come in later on and give us some valid information of what took place over the weekend. All right, so again, as the quote says, no need for panic. That's just a part of it. And let's see what happened. You know, it's very good most time to jump out of the blocks early. Very, very good evening, Sir Morrison, the great blacks referee himself, man. All right, so as it is, that's we think we have two local Premier League games. That's the JPL. One we have already completed. One is now on the way. So not too sure of those scores, but before we go there, let's just fill you in or remind ourselves of what the EPL the EPL scores were like over the weekend. So the weekend started on Friday with Fulham versus Wolves. A very very interesting game. That game ended 1-1, and so we continue. Newcastle and Brighton should have played on Saturday too, but guess what? Because Newcastle was involved in the cup final yesterday, that game is now being postponed. And Everton continued to struggle. They were beaten 2-0 by a Aston Villa. Spirited Aston Villa. So, yes, thank you very much, Mr. Morrison. You can continue to give us this update. So, you're saying right now, after 50 minutes, is nil all between Arnett Garden and Waterhouse. I heard one particular commentator said this game is the Jamaica El Clasico. I hope it is being played under that level, right? What was the first game, Mr. Morrison? Yes, I don't remember who played, but there was a game that was scheduled for 5 o'clock. All right, again, Arsenal, they were the pick of the team. Every single football fans were looking out to see what Arsenal will have done on Saturday, you know, going up against Leicester City. However, that Leicester City who job was it Tottenham recently. They were expecting a very good show. However, never to be. The champion elect have held on and they have won that game by a goal to nil. Very, very interesting. West Ham came out of their shell for the very first time, I believe, for this year, winning or jobbing Nottingham Forest 4 goals to nil. Very good results that for West Ham. Leeds has clipped bottom place Southampton 1 goal to nil. And Man City trying to hit, wow, trying to hit that game, or should I say, hit that spot, so to ensure that Arsenal doesn't run away, has hammered Bournemouth 4 goals to 1. All right. Unfortunately, Crystal Palace and Liverpool drew 0. For the Liverpool fans, that's not a very good result. We are expecting to get a win so we can go closer to top four. But as you know, Saudichress will continue to say this. I don't believe Liverpool will ever made it to the top four this season. You know, the only chance they have, the only chance I believe Liverpool have to make it to the top four is to get a new coach right now. This coach has lost it. And if you persons are following, regardless of you are a football fan or a Liverpool fan, I am 100% sure, 100% sure that this coach is out of it. He lost confidence far much more than the players I have seen. So, you know what thing go? Business like Tottenham has blanked Chelsea 2 goals to nil. A very, very hard pill to swallow from the Chelsea fan, including myself. 2-0. That would have left Chelsea way back again. Again, people, if information serves me right, I think Chelsea have only won 2 of their last 15 games, and they have scored very little goals over the past couple of weeks, not to say months. All right, so that's the notch. That's what the EPL, the point standing as it is. um, Arsenal still enjoying a 2 goal lead. Not sorry, I should I say 2 goal. 2 points, I believe. 2 points lead. And they have a game in hand. Don't forget that, people, that Arsenal have a game in hand over Man City and Man United. And you know, one of the things is Man United is in a very good position right now to challenge. Yes, they are in a very, very good position to challenge for the title. Yes, but let's see what happens. You know, we all believe in big bad Man City, what they have done over the past. Big up yourself, my boss. Big up yourself, Mr. Huntley. Thank you very much for joining. Big up, big up, big up. You know, thank you very much, my boss. All right, continue to like and share the Saudichress show. We're still waiting on Mr. Beckford. Let me just give him another call to see if he's ready for us. So while we are waiting, you know, we're just gonna go through some scores that Mr. Master Kevin, known as Damien now, Morris, giving us for the JPL. So Arnett Garden is still based on what is it? I'm not sure if it has changed. Nil Waterhouse. After 50 minutes, the score was still locked at nil all. Hold on a second. Sir? Yes, Mr. Beckford. Yeah, man, I will take care. Just calling and see if you're ready. Alright, me send the link when we last send on the WhatsApp. Just click on it and you can come in. Alright. Alright, so yes, people. Sorry about that. Thanks for waiting. Mr. Beckford will be here very shortly. All right. So, yes, Nilal, with Arnett Waterhouse, and yesterday that was, I believe, Cavalier. Oh my God, continues to hammer or continues to put the woes on the Chappleton Maroons. You know, the Chappleton Maroons have recently employed a Brazilian coach. You know, Clovis Diavile, Clovis, who was, I believe, at one time our national coach, is here. But you know, I heard him in an interview. Sounds very positive, and I do believe I understand. He says that he continued to work hard. The team is working hard, but it is the players that he has to work with, and I'm sure that he will try his best to develop those. How about you? Um, Double holding 2-0. All right. So Montego Bay and Moulins drew 2-all. All right. So we should have a few more. Yes. Wow. Also, Portmore Blankveer United by 2 goals to nil, and um, we also have which one this now? FLFC versus wow. Still, what's that? Arnett nil, Waterhouse nil after 55 minutes. All right. All right. So again, we continue to monitor those. Still awaiting Mr. Beckford, people. And please, as you are here, please hit the like button. And I'm still not sure why, you know, Well, we are late, but persons are late as well. Still not seeing a lot of persons who normally be here early. But this is how it is, and we continue to ask that you like the content. It's very, very important. And yes, Mr. Sheldon Huntley, I really want to say thanks for joining again. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Hopefully, it's not. But if it is not, I do apologize. And I hope you continue. I hope you stay throughout the program and with your participation as well. It's very, very important. All right, so we have gone 15 minutes so far, and just spoke to Mr. Beckford. I don't know why he's not yet in. Hopefully, I don't know if he's having any technical issues. That is, but we'll try and sort that out in the very, very near future. And I said future as if it is long. Time that is our seconds. But people, the reality is, let's really I'm going to ask one question for two teams. For those of you who are in the Premier League, who follow the Premier League, what's going on with Liverpool FC? What is going on with Chelsea Football Club? Again, you can type your chat. Our people, remember the phone number is 876-501-6625. So you can call in and share your views. All right. So, people, again, that is how it is. The Liverpool and the Chelsea fans, I must say, don't watch this blue and white. This blue and white right now is not Chelsea blue and white. All right? If you can see, it's PIBA, the Pasadena Ballers Association. All right? That is the jersey. And I must say, as I mentioned, that PIBA is one of our main sponsors for the Saudichress show. So, as we're on that, let me just take the time out to heal up a few of our sponsors tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And so, as I mentioned, PIBA, Pasadena Ballers Association. We also have Toad and Nose Heating and Cooling System coming out of New York. Again, Toti, Taste of the Island Restaurant, managed by one Leo Packer Anderson, coming out of St. Petersburg. All right, we have Dallas Fine Cut Barbering, Mr. Chairman of PIBA, Dallas Harris himself, aka Ninja, coming out of California. We also have Deja Vu Retro Party, the party animal, Mr. Chris Williams, is coming out of Summerfield. That's where his thing is. I want to say thank you for supporting and please continue to support the Saudichress show. We also have Juki's Shipping coming out of New York, and it's by Michael Latti. Yes. Solid Rock Black Factory. Yes. Coming out of Mapen Clarendon people, managed by Fitzroy was in Thomas, who, also lives in New York. So, again, these are some of our sponsors. We also have Satisfaction Entertainment and Electronics, managed by Jerome Stewart out of Ochiroyos. Pick up yourself, Mr. Stewart, down there in Ochiroyos. So, big up yourself, Buppy. Thank you very much for joining. Clap some fine young fresh legs if you run the midfield heavy metal next season. Whoopi, I listen. To be honest with you, I'm not too confident where that is concerned, boss. Really and truly. Um, Fine young fresh blood. We have a lot of young fresh blood for midfield in this Liverpool team, which Jurgen Klopp has bought. And so the fact that he has not utilized them, I don't know if the same set of youth are we gonna get a total complete youth for next year. All right, so Mr. Beckford seems to having challenge. Let me call him again. Hold on a second, please. Sir. All right, hold on. Don't hang up, don't hang up. Let me try. Understand. I'm gonna send it to you again. What are you using? Your phone? So that is the last one. Try it again for me. All right. So again, Sir Beckford says unable to connect. So hopefully this time he will. And don't know why. All right, people, just give me a few. Let me try and assist him. Eh, so that they show you up here, right? I don't think so, man. Him soon like that, no. Boy, what could be the problem now? All right, so I don't know why, but I am logging in with another system and everything is okay. All right, so we're still awaiting Mr. Beckford. But Buppy, why you said Danny hide from it? All right, so I don't know why he's not coming on, man. Danny hide from me, Saudi. Why him nah come on? you know. Hope you explain to me why Danny hide now. Before him come, explain to me, because you have a lot to talk, it seems like. Wow. Come, Danny, man. I don't know what's the problem. I don't know what is the problem. All right, people. So continue as you come and hit the like button. We still have more than those one set and still we're not getting the likes up. Ah, boy. It's gonna be very difficult now for us to get him on from where he is. I don't know what is the challenge he's having. Yes, Buppy. So tell me, Buppy, talk to me now. What's going on at Liverpool? Big and serious. Talk to me. What's going on at Liverpool? Let we have a discussion until the boss come on. Buppy? Wow. All right, people. I really don't know what's the problem. Still awaiting the link. I've resent Mr. Beck for the link. Hopefully, we'll get on though. Yes. Because I don't want to even call him now because he's using his phone. All right. So again, let me said thumbs up to all our long-standing fans of the Saudichress show and all the new fans, those who are joining us tonight. I want to say thank you very much for your effort, for your assistance through your subscription. And I want also to continue to like the Saudichress show. It's very important that you like the show. All right. So, oh my, what's happening, man? All right. All right, again, people, this is the world of technology. Don't know what's happening. Still trying to assist Mr. Beckford to come in. And, oh Lord, this is too funny. Beckford again. So yes, people, we're still having the challenges. I don't know what's happening at with Mr. Beckford's. Let me see if I can try something. We have to. Uh, Good evening, Mr. Stewart. Good evening, everyone coming from Mr. Stewart. John Henry no want to spend them, demand them by all right, yes, I agree. Liverpool no want to spend the money, Boopy, but the fact of the matter is, Bridget, you have the players there. Regardless of we have suffered a lot of injuries, but listen, man, you have replacement. That's why people were jumping and shouting that we were able to win 4 trophy last year, even though we only won two, because we have a deep squad. There are sometimes I don't believe that Klopp have the confidence in some of these players. Yes, and that's why things hurt him. The player them get too much, take too long to get into the groove. Why? I give them enough game, not at all. And I say this to you to say, in the past, Jurgen Klopp don't play in big team in a cup competition, but yet still him have some two cup competition going on, and many of those French players never get a chance to play. Yes. Doesn't matter what injury we're talking about. That is the reality. So it's not so much the money, boss. Me agree, them need money to buy players. But remember too, as much as we spend big the other day, we should have some money because we still there are a few players that we sold. Not a lot of money each player's valued, but guess what? Put everything together, that means you'd have cushioned the cost of some of those expenditure. Yeah, man. I really believe the coach have lost it though. Yes, Buppy, true. The midfielder gone, the man them old, them tired. But I am saying you have some youngsters in that club. Lord have mercy. No seems like we are going to have Mr. Big tonight, No look so. Hold on a second again, please. people, we're having some serious challenges. Mr. Beckford is unable to get on. Um, the thing is, if I should stop this, all right, let me try something. Just give me a minute or two. Let me see if I can wrap my head around something. Uh, Evox, or Evox. So yes, people, while I'm trying to sort out something with Mr. Beckford, all right, just bear with me. I can't be do too much things at once based on what I'm trying. Hopefully it work. Oh Lord, great broadcast channel. Yes. All right, let me see if I can do this now. All right, so let me see if this will help Mr. Beckford. All right, my people. Again, let me do apologize. Let me see if I can reach out to Danny again. Still not getting through, sir. Where's the Sam's? Oh Lord. Where the people there wait for you? Mr. Beckford is saying that he's gonna try again one last time. All right, RR. Yeah, man. Good to see you back. Good to see you back, RR. Respect, respect. As you can help out Guppy with the issues that going on at our great team. Yes. So RR, blessings Caposadi and team, Piba person. I tell you, respect, respect, respect my boss. Yeah, man, respect RR. Saudi Club will never play three youngsters at any one time. Yes, but yeah, man, you the good Harvey and youngster. Well, let me tell you from Fulham, yeah, man, that Cavallo. No, I'm not saying you're gonna play all of them in a book. I'm not saying that you should play every single one of them at the same time. All I'm saying is that all I'm saying, Club need to refresh. Yes, so you integrate one and two as you go along. Nabikita came back for a while, not getting any game. Him just chump him in until him not because him not have no choice. That is the thing that I'm talking about, right? Yeah, man. So, Whoopi and RR best upon yourself, each other again. Whoopi Clark need to push Trent in the midfield. Of course, use it up. Look here, man. Right now, Trent is suffering at wing back, you know. Yeah, man. Trent has suffered because when the pressure come on to defend, Trent really turned fool. I tell you, I don't know why. All right, and it's one of those things though that him really have to come good. Really have to come good. All right. So let's see if he can make a change, which me not believe. So keep him in the midfield and his three midfield. Trent can do well in midfield. I believe that. All right. Milner, right back. Yes. Gomez can play right back too. Coming like see my center half, none at all. All right. Him like to have experience in the center too at all times. I would gamble a game or two with the youngsters. Listen when me I say, yes, me understand that. It's not like we're gonna say I got to remove all the senior midfielders. You know. My point is that incorporate Trent sometime in midfield. Yes, because we're having issues. We're not having the belly, we're not having the guts. Fabino slow, as seems like him tired. Hendo tired. Can't go no more. I think him buck. Would you but him buck? Um, Fiago too slow. Glasshouse man that no sir. And then you have Harvey Elliott who slow as well but can do anything. So you have to incorporate them as me say. Not good. But you cannot have a midfield with three slow people or three tired man. That don't make no sense. You get what me I say? There's a saying that says that not all the time your best players are your fittest players. Are your fittest players are your best players, but use your fittest players at times. Thank you very much, Mr. Damian. 83 minutes on it score. Can you give us the name of the goal scorer, sir? Ah, boy. Seems like we're not going to have Mr. Beckford tonight, Not after all of this spring. Trust me, I've put in so much work to get Danny here. And what he's saying now, every time he reach at a stage, it's a internet fail. So really, I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask him if he could join on the YouTube channel. I don't know if I can get him out there to speak on YouTube. All right. Um, all right. I'm gonna see if I can call him and have this conversation right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get anything. All right. Yeah, but I don't know why. You, no man, if we can do it via the WhatsApp, no no. All right, no problem. All right. So much more time I give me. Me should go as long as you can mark for your numbers. All right, cool. So keep on WhatsApp. I go use the WhatsApp where you on the caller where you on right now. All right. Bigfoot gone again and I can use.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So this is where we're gonna do it from. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Good night again, people. Thank you very much for waiting. We are having some technical issues. So right now we'll have Mr. Beckford on audio. So you'll not able to see him tonight. So we kind of move as we move through. So good night, Mr. Danny Beckford, the man from Senton, the president of the Senton um, Football Association, and also a board member of the JFF. Welcome to the Saudichress show, Mr. Beckford.
Good night and good night to your viewers and listeners. Sorry I couldn't be live there, but technical difficulties, so it go.
Yes, man. We do appreciate your coming as well. And we want to say that this is um, the Saudichress show, which brings sports, entertainment, and education. And so I've actually reached out to you for tonight's show because we know that you're a
Yeah.
man of a lot of words and not just words, a man of action. And so,
Watch you.
yes, man. So, Mr. Beckford, I must say this for my own self, though. Ever since I heard this name, Danny Beckford, and I know you, all I've seen you is in football. Is
Yeah.
there anything outside of football that Mr. Beckford is involved in?
Yeah, man. Well, on a professional level, there is commercial art. So that is what brings in the bread and the butter. You know,
You said commercial
commercial
art.
art, the sign. Yeah, man. Sign, screen print, that sort of thing.
Okay. Very I did. I don't
Yeah.
never know that at all. So you see, people, this man
Well,
is
most people never know.
yeah.
Yes.
That is so true because he's always in football.
I want to tell you something, man. The background of it is just for, you know, where we're coming from with this Jamaica scenario. So we're trying to help, and not trying, we help thousands of youths to have slightly more advanced, better life as a through the football thing.
Yes.
So the more courses we get, the more we can get to the local youth where they have an opportunity, they give them an opportunity. So it's then fulfilling for us, so we're helping try to be a better person, you know.
Yes, that's so good. That's really interesting, and that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. So, Mr. Beckford, as we continue the show, we are really looking at the aspect of centre football, to which you have been managing over very, very long time.
Much, yeah.
How long have you
Not
been the
true.
president of this FA, sir?
All right, from the 11th of January 2004 till now. So
Wow,
if you check out that, nearly what, 19 years.
19 years. Wow,
Mm.
that's a
And
lot.
before that, we were chairman of the Eastern Confederation from 94 to 98, yes, and general secretary at that time at the Centre Football. So I think we in it for the long haul, get longer and longer and things. So it's self-fulfilling still. We not complain.
Mr. Beckford, you must be the longest serving parish president in Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
My
Hands down, right now. Yeah.
right. So, sir, over the past couple of weeks, maybe months, a lot of chatting has been going on as it relates to, president of the JFF, president of the parish president. But we're gonna look at parish situation right now,
Yeah,
right?
yes, right.
And thank you very much for joining Jacqueline Simpson Huntley, Madam Principal out of you and respect. Thank you. Yes. So,
Yeah.
I heard people saying that it's not a good thing to have one running the rain for such a long time. What's your take on that?
Well, I'm going to tell you something, in my situation, if there was someone else who could run it efficiently and get results, I'll more strength to them. You see, but what we are doing is trying to and not trying to getting things done. So every year something else that is done. So the people are comfortable on a level knowing so we are represent them. Most of the time, people in office, any office, political, financial, whatever, at the end of the day, there is some breakdown of the integrity issue. And I should think that is where, if I have any strength, that is where it lies in the integrity part of it. Because when I in this fill in our pockets or whatever, so it has shown and people know say you genuinely care for them and care for their well-being and even if them in a hole, you try to get them out. So the longevity issue is yes, if you have some people who did in a certain position for short time because they're not doing anything and them gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I just say from you a little boy till now, one Danny Beckford in the football and it's from 1980, till now, so over 30 years in
That's
the
a
football proper.
that's a mighty long
Yeah.
time. You have seen it go. You have seen
Um,
everything. So,
I'm going to read something to your listeners and your viewers, and this is it.
yes.
Football has shaped, especially the youth them in the early to mid 70s, 70 to 75.
Mm-hmm.
Football has shaped our lives. So in those turbulent times when football brought us together, so even at the communities in the Senton, Windsor Heights, Priory, Limal, Steertown, St. Anne's Bay proper, CLM, Ronald Bay, Discovery Bay, the football has brought the youths them together to a level where no other social impact, nothing else can impact the thing socially as football. And we grew up in that, and I'm gonna try, we're giving back to the youth and to say, you get together, the more you are together, the more the happier we will be. So, it has shaped our lives, and I see where the benefit, and it's still benefiting myself. Because some man they get up and you go do exercise and thing at even at our age and so on. So overall, football has done for this country what nothing else could have done. You see, and
Okay.
we give thanks for that.
Yeah, that is so true. I really believe in that. So,
Yeah, man.
19 years as president. Give me some of your real what would I say now? Your top moments as a president, your achievements as a president of the Centre FA.
Yeah. And we can hardly quantify it that way. Simply because we're building and we're building on. So if most of you people have an idea how they the infrastructure at Jacksal remains now. And I must say to you, there is over 33 acres to where we sit there. We're hardly using 5 acres good. So there is a thrust now, and I should think this is the moment where you ask the question. This is the moment that I think we might live for. So there is 33 acres. So we're seeking to now start develop that to a level where unforeseen in any other jurisdiction so far in Jamaica. So we're trying to get an astroturf behind the wall where the football field now with.
Okay.
Hopefully a running track around, synthetic running track, and that would done good. There's a next issue where there are some GFF sort of headquarters with fields and training facilities, and so we're trying to get it for our other guys to vote for Habitat Jackson there. And then we in line for put maybe a 50-room hostel
Wow.
at the back. If 2 out of that 3 materialize within the next 5-10 years, then you know, say we're gone far, far, far. And this is not a pipe dream. We actively move towards that. And as I say, the basic thing what we should do, and in our case doing, is to create a better life for the youth. Football, yes, World Cup, Gold Cup, Nations League, yeah. And we know once we have in football, we can produce a team to be there. But the main focus is to alleviate the social ills with football. It's as a 1, 2, 3 thing, and if we deviate from that, you'll find yourself in a problem. So over the 19 years as president and over 30 years in the football, we don't deviate from that thing. We want to help the youths them. And then 2 in particular come to mind. We have with a Kaim Paris, who right now climb trade in Ukraine.
Yes.
And then you have the ever young Miss Jordan Brown, one of our brightest talents out of this country. So there are lights to shining just as bright. You have about a Lacey Murray. And well, Lacey get the break and is in college in US. You have Rhodey and Comrie, one of the best come out, and she never get the opportunity to go play for the national and so on. So because she could have made a national under 17, under 20 easily, but with the advent of going overseas for a lot of the recruits, I think I just had to suffer in that thing. But basically, that is what the resources that we put to the human type of it, the youths then will gravitate to football, not cricket, not athletic, to football that we could have helped and will continue to help. So in that score, I think that is, it can be a one-off thing, but that is the brightest moment of what we have achieved so far.
Okay, I do understand that. All right, so very good, very good. Mr. I know it, as you mentioned a bedtime, so we're just gonna see how quickly we can run through these questions, and there are some persons in the chat reading out and so on. So Buppy, there's a lot of healing coming for you, Danny. You know Buppy Brown, sir, you remember him? Why man send out a threat for you right now, Buppy Brown.
Who?
Buppy.
Who for Brown?
Buppy him name. Well,
Buppy?
him right name is Andrew Brown, but aka Buppy.
Oh, that sound like Andrew Brown, Joe the father.
I'm not sure about that aspect of it, sir, but he's living in St. Ann, man. And
Yeah, man.
we always come Jackson.
Well,
But
Andrew Brown, what I think about is Jody Brown's father, but I'm not sure if there's an next Andrew Brown.
all right, but listen to what Andrew has said to He said, must tell Danny, yeah, not tell Danny make me a comfy run for the president next election. Captain left the manual with him. So he said Captain left the manual with him, so he can run for the president next year.
Okay.
All right.
So the last manual, the captain had he feel miserable that he me myself would have to turn against him because him start write a different manual from the original.
All right, we soon get into that. let Buppy stay on that manual, if you know. So
So if Andrew come with that the manual, I think he might have to go maybe tear it up and come back with something else.
Lord have mercy, I go write him one.
Right is one, right? That's better.
So, Danny, how many registered club in St. Ann?
Oh well, you know, you have
Or should
Good
I
thing
say
I mentioned, you
football club?
have the FIFA platform now where clubs being registered officially,
Mm-hmm.
right? So officially there are about 14 clubs on the platform, registered on the platform, which is very good.
Oh, that's
And then
nice.
we have about the next 15, listen carefully, 15 unofficial clubs where most of those we register for Division One. Most of the clubs registered on the platform were major league clubs and the tier two clubs and the big Premier League club who leading the competition right now.
Mm-hmm.
So those tiers and unofficially about 15, officially about 14 that is registered on the FIFA platform.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. And for a club to for a parish really can hold on to having 29 or 30 clubs. I am looking
Yeah.
though how the structure of these clubs are they properly structured? Are they running in a way that
Well,
they can sustain themselves?
yeah, very good thing. I'm going to tell you, say, coming out of the COVID now, our major league is slated to start hopefully next week because we were one of the parishes, about the three parishes that had started our major league a couple years ago, which was aborted by the pandemic at the time.
Yes.
So whole heap of resources went down the drain from especially the major league clubs where you just stop nothing. So all of the resources that put in just go down the drain because it stopped. So we're revitalizing. Thankfully, once you register on the FIFA platform, you have a level of organization as a club.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not an organization, I think you can't on the platform. So I would say with the 14 clubs, them pass handsomely and so. With the Division One now, hopefully by this weekend we're having meetings with the Division One club because once we get the Major League out of the way, then is the Division One, and them run concurrently. So after the Major League, then we go Division One. So these are the clubs now we want to bring up to the next level. With even for partially can register on the FIFA platform because at the end of the day, that is where you have to go to be a viable club in Jamaica today.
Okay. Very good. Good going, sir. All right. Buppy responds, not father, not Jody father. He was a coach of Brazil and Lewis. Conroy brother. So you would have known Conroy Brown then. Must remember him.
Oh, Buppy! Yes.
Yes.
He usually played for Juventus and those. Yeah, man, I just remember Buppy, Andrew, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Him see you, man. Him see you, man. All right, sir.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have competition in the election next year. Let me tell you from now.
This year.
You mean
But I must tell
your
Buppy
parish
that
election or the
you have,
Jamaica election? JFF.
eh?
Is it this year is your parish
This year,
election?
every election going on this year, both from the parish level, the confederation level, and the national level. So everyone. So the confederation level must run before the big one, and
Mm-hmm.
the parish one must run before the confed. So that is what is happening now. So every election will run this year under the auspices of electoral committee that JFF had been mandated to put in place by FIFA.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
no longer Anki Panky will put in a Danny Beckford. You have to go work hard and do the thing by the book to get back in there.
I hope that is saying are sending a message right across the country.
Exactly the point I'm making. So
All right.
yeah.
So Damian Morrison, and I'm going to give you the right name, Kevin Morrison, aka Blacks, one of the most fierce referee pass through Jamaica. He's asking you a question. Does St. Anne FA have a sponsor for the Major League?
All right. Good question. We had a sponsor. And as I said, the commission had started. We had a $2 million sponsorship, and we Major League about it. So
Mm-hmm.
after the pandemic, we're getting back to the representative of the sponsors. For some strange reason, the goodly gentleman answer me back. Oh no, we
Oh,
have two other prospective sponsors. We want to ensure, say, if and it's Kim Tech, if they're not coming back, I know we don't get anything concrete, so they're not coming back. I'm not sure what the problem is because they're not being communicated to.
okay.
But we have two other sponsors. When I say line up again for much smaller sponsorship. One is about 1.4 million sponsorship. So at the end of the day, something has to give. And I must just point out to Mr. Morris and say the major sponsor of football in Senton over the years has been the fans.
Wow.
Even if we get $2 million sponsorship, it is the fans that run the football. And in most parishes, them not so the fan base is not so receptive as Senton. And even though with Mount Pleasant leading the Premier League and doing well, most of the revenues accrued by JFPL or JFLP or whatever it is from two venues mostly, Honey Gardens and Jacksal. So I think we're going well where that is concerned. And once we can continue to have the interest of the turnstile people at hand, we will always have something sufficient. So at the end of the day, a major sponsor, yes, in the line. I mean, if everything work right by next week, we can announce something. But there is one who was there,
Yes.
and we hope is still there, and there are two waiting in the wings to come. We won't even mention them yet at this point in time. But I think we have some receptiveness in that. Where the sponsorship lies to in terms of football is at the junior level. We have the Keller Williams who as I speak, they are farming again. They are under 12 because one of the best under 12 football running the whole country is the Keller Williams prep school competition for the prep schools in the parish. I know them amalgamating with primary schools. So the primary schools will have their competition, the prep schools will have their competition under 12, yes. And then the winners of both will play a champion. So the winner of the primary school will play the winner of the prep school, and that is very good, you know.
Oh, that sounds good, man. All right, so Kevin.
Yeah, man. So kudos to Keller Williams.
All right, big up yourself, Mr. Williams. All right, so Kevin, I have a follow-up question. What percentage of the gate receipt from the JPL comes to the Senton FA?
Well, Kevin want getting a people business panel. Anyway, good question. You want to know? The gate is presently managed by the company PFL, PFLJ, yeah. Right. If it was Mount Pleasant, a bigger percentage would occur to the Senton football, but we acquiesce to the wishes of Mount Pleasant, who has joined with the rest of clubs them to have it this way so far, so that most of the time, even Mount Pleasant will play a match at Jacksal and they are the away team. So what it does now is that significant revenue from off of that, not accruing to us. What we really get as a FA is no percentage from gate receipts, but a simple rental of the venue and all of that. So we have to hold the kind of way that is concerned and help in every possible way to make it go. But the idea is that every team must have them homegrown and generate them own revenue. Presently, when getting if you understand, a lot of the Premier League teams, they want host home games. So then depending on the PFLJ if do what them. But anyway, as I said, Kevin, we're not getting, if it was Mount Pleasant Gate, we don't get a more significant percentage where we could have helped more and more our programs that we have. But as it may, we still are going, and the good thing this year, I hope that the team finishes in the top 2 this year in the league so that them can go play out for the CONCACAF qualifying to go CONCACAF Nations League, CONCACAF League and all of that, Club League. So I think owner's big aspiration is to, if I even go play for CONCACAF.
Okay. Well, Kevin, I try back up him questions or him argument. You know. I said the reason for asking is because you make mention about the fans are your biggest sponsor, including the Jacksal venue JPL games. So that's the reason same ask.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But Danny, I want to get back to something here. You mentioned that you have a whole lot of property down at Jacksal. And probably Jacksal is probably one of the better venues we have in Jamaica. Is that what you're saying as well? Is Jacksal one of the better venues in Jamaica?
I tell you, everything you talk about with that. And the biggest thing is that we're providing a lot of the revenues right now for the PF, the JFPL or whatever it is, right? And we said two venues in particular. So most of the time you see a Monday night at Arnett Gardens or a double header at Jacksal and things. One of the things sort of a damper on the Jacksal thing is that the lights them still not ready yet for night matches, but I think they're working on it. But as it stands now, the thing and the venue is, I'm going to tell you, and it's not just football related, you know. So rugby use the venue. A lot of the school kids use the venue for athletics training and all of that. So as I say, if we can get that astroturf and then the running track around, it would help tremendously because there was this young Miss Campbell who usually run for Ferncourt and she won the class 3 200 and 400 sorry, and then she won the class 2 400 last year and she went and then the Jamaica Caribbean. She trained there every day. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, she has transferred now to Heidel, but as I say, and it's not just one sport. So we try to just get a venue if we can keep the kids occupied on any given evening instead of, because you know, there's up the road, so we have a lot of negatives about what is happening in Steertown or what is happening down the road, so in Windsor. Yes. So we try to keep something positive for the youth them to look out for.
All right, nice. Danny, recently I heard the national coach, Hal Gibson, mentioned that the pitches in Jamaica are very, very poor. What say you as it relates to Jacksal pitch? What's the condition of the pitch at Jacksal?
Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you something. Listen to this carefully, you know. The national coach just live down the road in Richmond.
Okay.
Right, so regularly, and most times when Premier League playing, he's there on a Sunday, and I give him Sunday. So a lot of times him come there and him see the training with Mount Pleasant. I think now the surface at Jacksal is getting a little better because, as you know, if you never know, most people never know, we have a system at Jacksal. So when the time it was down, when we said down, the water not coming into and fill water the field, and it dried out and the grass was getting thinner and thinner and thinner. So thankfully it has been fixed. We're working on it now to get back the grass like fluffy because one at a time, even myself will acquiesce say, yeah, the surface was heavy one at the time, not heavy, tough one at the time with lack of water. So we work on it and we're getting back the amount of water on it and within shortly, as I say, when the grass go up and then you cut it to a level and then the grass go up and you cut it to a level, we might have back to the thing. But Jacksal is one of the better surfaces, venues, you name it. When schoolboy football was being resuscitated, it was Jacksal. The first Premier League matches outside of Kingston, one at the time, it was Jacksal. So the tier 2 finals, semi-finals and finals were at Jacksal. You know the tier 2 teams come from all about.
Right.
So the East team and the West team just meet in the middle. And I would hope with the trust to get the GFF headquarters at Jacksal, then you would have been at the middle of the island. Easy for, because if you go have a headquarters in Westmoreland, it would be bad for the St. Thomas people or vice versa. So once you put it at Jacksal, and it will be maintained and everything, and it would help enhance the football because we want to pick up back steam now where we can, again, search for some more Jody Browns and some more Imani Beckfords and some more Karim Parises and Alwyn Harvey and all that sort of thing. So we just need to get them and then give them an opportunity to know, say, football can bring you places. Keep up your grades, but the football will and can get you to places once you're good at it.
Let me just ask you this though. That the name Imani Beckford, what's the relationship?
Am I son, you know? I want to tell you something. Within 2012, 2013, he played for the Jamaica under 17.
Yes.
And therein lies some of the shortfalls in football, in the football fraternity. Meaning, say, when we qualified for under 17 World Cup in '99, Then that same group of youths, majority of the youth, matriculated to the under 20, where we qualified for the under 20 in 2001. Now, when we played under 17 in 2013, then when it came to 2015, most of those youths that played for the under 17 didn't come into the squad. And then we hosted the under 20 program because I had to cuss and quarrel for them carry a man go camp for the under 20, and I was there for 2.5 years, and them send him back home. We hosted the under 20 championship in Jamaica at the time, and we finished second to last, 2 draws and 4 losses. You understand? So we continue on that score. We're not going away. We must know so we have a set of youth represent your country. At the under 15, both boys and girls, they must be the fulcrum of the under 17 going forward. And you bring in some other youths who might blossom late or foreign base or so and so, but you must have the nucleus of the thing. And so far, what Mr. Helgrim is doing it is almost replicating what Simoes did. You have a base which is a national, we don't call local base,
yes.
And in the meantime, you integrate the foreigners one and over time to get to a unit that can qualify again for a World Cup. But what we're doing it right now, we're not going away.
All right. The question I'm going to ask you, because you mentioned, even though I started the coach Al Grimson, what's your take, in short, of this present coach? You think that we have the right person for the job going in for 2026?
And that is a relative question, But I will tell you that what he has done so far,
yes,
has shown that he is moving in the right direction. If we want to reach back the heights where we reach and continue with a level of quality football that will enhance again the Jamaican product. So him doing well so far, and I can vouch for that. If and when now Mr. Which part him start, because speaking like how we're speaking now, over 30 years of experience, we know when things. So we were there when Simoes first kicked, and we were there when we qualified for World Cup. We were there, we qualified for every World Cup we qualified, we were there. And I must tell you, nowadays, politics in itself, by itself, has taken over the GFF somewhat and has hijacked certain things. So once you're getting power, it's like you're going to wield the authority and so on. So we need to get back to the days where we, as the leaders in the federation, as the leaders in the football fraternity, is here to serve and not to be served. And there's a big difference is what is happening now. We have been here personally, as Mr. over 19 years as president, we come to serve and not to be served.
I do understand that, and for you to be in football for so long, if my memory serves me right, because I know later on you're going to drop some real hard ball here, But if my memory serves me right, I'm sure you were one of the top dogs in the JFF. Isn't that?
Yeah, man, from 1994 was actually a vice president.
But you're the no
man. Chairman of the 14 in 94 as a vice president, So we were the vice president in the JFF when we qualified 98 for France. So at the end of the day, when we qualified, I don't know, there was some coup that was Blanche and myself, and I was summarily voted out as the chairman at Eastern. So last the vice president thing, but we are there. And a lot of times people might hear we speaking on certain issues because if you're doing something where we things away, we are going in the wrong direction, and I will tell you a million times, but the million and first time now, then they will explode and say, man, I see you sick near we cannot go that road. So we need to go back to the time where our interest, seriously, we have to go, it's coming like it's stuck with our interest as leaders is to put in the facility, put in the wherewithal that the generation of young footballers coming up can be rewarded with almost everything. One of the biggest achievements of football in Central for myself was the business house competition that was sponsored by Sandals for 24 years, with a break of about 3 years when them start out them thing from Sandals Water use as a sponsor to head office now. So it got a lot, thousands of youth whose main skill was football to be hired by the big companies, the Sandals, JPS, for you name it. And when them done, them had a career in the business that they've started playing football for, and that was the biggest achievement so far. How many youths now have graduated to foreign what you call it, hotels, working
yes.
on cruise, you name it. So all we need to do, from my standpoint on business next man, we are trying up to the last break that we have is to ensure that a level of opportunity can be given to majority of the youths who gravitate to football. That's all we there for, nothing more.
So let me ask you, Danny. Sandals still around, right?
Yes.
And JPS and all them company. What happened now? Why are they not a part of the sponsorship for?
No, well, as I say, and the last call it 4 years with the pandemic and so on so glad you mentioned it, and I hope somebody fans and we're going back to them again, because one of the reasons why we're going back to them first is that when Sanders don't really sponsor the business house, a lot of the Sanders don't participate in the competition.
Okay.
Meaning, say, if Sanders sponsor it, all of the Sanders play, right?
Yes.
But we want to get back to that level now with him, because one of the biggest things ever happened in the parish, and people can vouch on the whole issue of business house football. And then when you win that, you have the champion of champions all the while with the Kingston winner of the business house and our winner for nearly 40 odd years that are going, champion of champions with St. Anne business house winner and Kingston business house winner. So we try to get again sponsorship for the Division One and then for the business also. We have football concurrently going on, and hopefully some of that can start back.
All right, I have two questions in the chat, but I want to get this one out of the way before I get to those questions. Yeah. What is the impact of the Mount Pleasant Academy to St. Anne?
Oh, not just to St. Anne alone, man. Not just to St. Anne alone.
Give me to St. Anne first, and you go ahead with the whole.
Yeah, man. Well, it is. The good thing is that if a lot of people just see the venue at Jackson, most of it has to accrue from Mount Pleasant. Meaning, say, when we had an agreement with the goodly owner, Mr. Gold, and I said, good night, Mr. Gold. Like, once them qualify, when I say if, I say no, if. Once you qualify for Premier League, then we upgrade the venue as in a shorter time or space as possible. So you can see the result now, the venue that we have there. With our own initiative now, we're trying to get that. But Mount Pleasant, far and away, the amount of resources that has been put into both the senior team and the academy and the junior team, because again, when we introduced them to the under 13 club competition, national competition, Mount Pleasant won it twice and represented the country with distinction, especially in the last one when they won the first three matches in the preliminary round and went to the quarterfinal and stuff like that. So Mount Pleasant is I should think here to stay, and the resources that they are putting into the football is effect on the running of the association one and the youth that will gravitate to football. One of the biggest negatives though is that specifically even for the senior team, you might have at least or maybe at least two St. Anne base, when we say St. Anne base youth, because what they are trying to do is get a so-called professional unit. But you cannot really ignore the talent that is here. And you're still hoping that you go again and get more youth on it. But right now, what they're doing, as I said, they had one yesterday. So they are continue leading the competition. And once they finish the top two when the league done, they're going to play off the club league. So that is good. But they are going to tell you the impact in St. Anne has been tremendous. Nice. You can't ask for more. Or whatever what is happening right now.
Okay, all right, good. So if there's anything else later on, you'll talk about your Goodly St. Anne parish. Yeah. But Let me take these in the chat because we're gonna move on to a wider spell now as it relates to football. So RR is saying, do you guys get Adidas gears too as an extension to the JFF staff?
I don't want to go in so and the thing about it, with the football fraternity, the man have eagle eye, there's a certain thing. Right now, I don't get one Adidas gear yet. I can see the general secretary, Mr. Chung. I say good night to Mr. Chung if I listen.
Yes.
Gears are being handed out to corporate people and so on. So, no, we as normally when a new gear sponsor come in, the first thing is that the board get the package for so and so. That means officially when you have a match at stadium or you have a match or you have a local match and so on. So the board members are current with the gear. When it was Romaya, when it was even the last one, which is Umbro.
Umbro and thing.
Up to this point in time, me myself as a director at the JFF, get no gear yet. I hear that them packaging up some things to give to the directors. So I would see how soon it would be that when them do that. But as it stands right now, no, not come down to we. And the Umbro gears that was put to rest when Adidas come. The parishes normally get the inventory that is left is shared up amongst the parishes so that we can get gear and give to our members for so and so. So we're doing that. They did that. We give thanks to that still. And we are giving out we are giving to our people the Umbro gears, but now is Adidas time. So I know people go move towards the Adidas time. But as it stands now, it's a good deal with Adidas. I should think that when Adidas lost some ground when they parted company with Kanye West, but I think Jamaica will bring up a certain sales numbers. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, true.
I'm very sure of it.
All right, so very good answer. All right, hear that. All right, Mr. Morrison is lively again saying, without a sponsor, how will you be able to run a proper major league competition in terms of prize money, play, and paying the referees, etc.?
Well, as I said to you, I don't know where him get this from. There no sponsor because, as I said, there is the sponsor that is there now. There with inverted commas and two prospective sponsors. So when we cut the umbilical cord with the old one, then we'll be engaging the new ones again and more. So at the end of the day, I remember just to answer Mr. Morrison this way. We were at a sponsorship of $1 million for the captain break, and somehow, somewhere, it was cut during the season to $500,000. And when it finished, we still honored our commitment to referees and to the prize monies for the teams and whatever. Because, as I said, the people in a center, and I have all the respect for them, and them have a lot of respect for me. So we use gate receipts for help. Almost everything. One of the things now I'm going to tell you though, the gate which is going to go down astronomically this time because one more pleasant is here now and most of the people are still them little thing for so and with the level of major league so it start we know that a lot of people in the communities hungry for football so them will come out again and think but I think he going to fall upon a level which we anticipate that and so on. So, but just to tell Mr. Morrison, say, well, then, even if there's, at the end of the day, there is no sponsor, the commitment for those things will remain the same as referee fees and for the prize monies for the teams.
All right. I don't want Kevin go telling referees not to work for you, because you're not no sponsor, so.
Well, I tell you something.
If you talk it right.
You tell that to my referee, then go and tell him, say, Kevin, go somewhere else with that.
All right. You have full control of your people in down a center, man.
You have to, and that is it, That is one of the things, every facet of the thing. Be it when my ancillary workers are far along on the job, me go there and show them, say, listen, this is how you clean the toilets, or this is how you swab the changing room floors, boss.
Yes.
Tie up the rubbish bag and so on. So with the referees, A lot of times when them have training, you know, as a farmer referee, well, me still a referee, but as a farmer referee, can say once you're an executive, you can't go, they go ref.
Mm-hmm.
And we go a training with them and we do the same drill, same way, and we show them, give them some insight along with pipes and rhythm and pint. Some insights are the thing. So them know say once somebody have your interest at heart, they will gravitate to you just like how you gravitate to them. But you have to show people say you are with them, not against them, or for want of a better word, exploit them.
Yes,
Good.
that is
So
so true.
I think there is that we did it. So.
Yeah, man, as a leader, you really have to stay on the ground to ensure that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Have
man.
to.
What happened to Black Stars and Brazils? Are
What
saying
you
that,
tell me about Black Star? Black Star in a major league. Black
yeah.
Star was one of the teams that won the Division One couple years ago and was playing major league when it was aborted within the time of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So Black Star, as a matter of fact, when we came on onto your program, the manager for Black Star did call me.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't take him call, but Black Star is and it's under the auspices of one Mr. Michael Lindo, one of the big sons of Mr. Lindo, aka Jack Ruby.
Okay.
So he revived the Black Star thing, and him was a player at Brad Attack. He was a player at Black Star one at
Yes.
the time, so him helped them bring them back, and them won the Division Two and are in the major league now. Brazil, nearly 5 6 years ago, Brazil played in the Premier League playoff and missed qualifying for Premier League by 1 point, and from that day, Brazil started going. So right now, Brazil is not even in the major league again. Brazil is now a Division One team.
Okay.
So I know them going to revive again because the cycle, I see most of these teams. Them up and resources fall and them fall and they will get back resources and come back up again. So the pedigree of Brazil, one of the biggest teams that out of center and from Milo days, even me myself usually play for Brazil
Mm-hmm.
when we finished third Premier League in the 70s. So
Okay.
Brazil has the pedigree, Borgo has the pedigree, Lima, aka Benfica has the pedigree, and so I think them will survive.
Okay, very good, very good. Buppy Brown is concurring with you, say best business house in Jamaica ever.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true. Mr. Lee, good
And
night,
so you
Saudi
can
and
agree on
friends.
something.
Yeah, I like when people agree. I hope you agree with the five things you are
Yes, man.
going in a J50,
Yeah.
boss. I come in there though.
Even when you agree not to agree, it's not still agreement, you
Yes,
see?
that is well. You're right, Mr. Lee. Good night, Saudi and friends.
Yeah.
Good night, Sir Lee. Puppy asking, when are you going to run a coaching clinic in the parish of for aspiring coaches?
Five book with the back of time, man. Last year, June, we ran a D license,
Mm-hmm.
and we got 23 D license coaches successful, and three of those were females. So there would have been no a C license course for the females in December to have been run by the GFF. It was split in two. They had one for Kingston and St. Andrews and the parishes to the east.
Mm-hmm.
They did that, but the one for the west now would have involved St. Anne should have been in from December. Them put it off, and it is even we almost reach March and we're not seated. So that is a C license for females. Then again, now them schedule a C license for men.
Yes.
So once you have the D license, something equivalent like a GC faster.
A degree.
Yeah, right. Once you have that equivalent there, but you are again the driver. Then put the C license course in August. Just like last year, them give the last D license course. Now they're giving us the last C license course. I don't know for whatever reason, but we're not quarreling. So, Poop, if I tell you is that we're almost in March. What the organizers have told us is that if we, like how we get D license course, if you get 20 people or more within certain time, we can call them to do a D license. So we're trying to get that even D license before the C license, but overall, we know that is important. And then the next important thing is the referee seminar, right, Kevin? To get some more referees, younger referees, and even to keep the veterans that we have, because we cannot discard them like that, like how Mr. JFF do one at a time. You can't have a man with 20, 25 years and him getting up in age, him can't do the FIFA drill no more, but him can participate in a we don't call the training thing.
Yes.
And once him participate him in a parish, but you go tell him say true him no do 10 lap within certain time the FIFA level. Him can't ref. And then you get some younger man where when they go training and spikes them in and around 200 or 20 seconds. Right? And when they run 220 seconds and they know for the flag good.
Oh my God.
At this time now one and if Kevin or whoever hearing, one thing to be done for bring up exponentially the quality of refereeing in the parish is to ensure going forward every parish have a parish referee team in the Premier League, Premier League level.
Okay.
Once you do that, once you start to institute that, the interest from the referees in the parish must go up because them say yes, them still can aspire to Premier League or even the league, the tier 2 or whatever. So once we can do that and then we get the interest and people start training every Saturday or wherever training go or anything, the referee will go there, because I can tell the listeners and your viewers that it was the level of refereeing from the late 80s to the late 90s, the level of refereeing in this country that brought Jamaica to World Cup 98. One of the time for about 10 years, no Kingston team won a Premier League. You say no Kingston team. It was Wadada, Asiba. And Asiba, a Violet Kickers. And a Violet Kickers, a Reno. So, and then there was a time when we were there. One of the biggest football matches played in Jamaica. Anywhere in Jamaica, Arnett Gardens, Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli journeyed to Arnett in 97 to play for Arnett. The first time in 28 years, any one of them faced them one another in them home field. And you know all of that was due to politics.
Yes.
And Tivoli come up. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm waiting for the match. One Danny Beckford, you know. And then there was a match. There was 2 matches in uptown the way. Constant Spring, the Premier League washout. Upper Marvally, the Year League washout. Down Prison Oval, the Premier League washout. Everybody by halftime reached on a jungle. And I'm going to tell you, all the rain fall all about a sunshine in the jungle, you know. I am telling you that dear.
And maybe
Peter Prendergast had turned up on my assistant them which were 2 FIFA man and asked me if we still over ref the game. I said, then where you think me coming from? And I was the man in the middle. Ricardo Fuller playing for Tivoli at the time, got all penalty, then kick him down. And the Tivoli massive went wild, you know, man.
Oh my God.
But then there was Selvin Collins, the goalkeeper.
Arnett.
Who when the penalty kick him put it round the bar. At that time, you know, I hear the junglers them went wild. And the match ended. Dilal, only one person of note wasn't there when it was PJ Patterson. Even Omar Davis at the time said him have a referee license from 1969, but too busy him not take it up and so on. So all in all, that is what the social impact of football is. So Tivoli people them start come, and when the match done, then go down them at a big fete in the evening and everybody nice and so on. So because nobody won, nobody lost, and everybody alright.
Everybody happy.
You know, so yeah man, everybody happy.
That's good.
So at the end of the day, as I say, no. If we stray from the point of using football to impact this social atmosphere of the country, and I must tell you how me attack, you know. You have a little ball of you to play for Steerton United. And a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks ago, he was shot to death. Up at Steerton,
my God.
right in front of him, madam. Them things have burned my heart still, you know, but what me can do, we can only continue to do what we're
It's
doing.
another aspect
So
of our society that
I
needed to
understand,
be
man.
correct, man. May I tell
Yeah,
you? All right, so
yeah.
we continue, sir. Let me just look at you more in the chat and we room fast. RNR, the man they call from out of Canada, or race himself. Pleasant night to you, Mr. Sadi. Giving thanks for life. Respect, man. Neil Williams, aka Blacks from out of Piba. Blessings, me youth. Blessings every time. I was I saying I was a A. I was A on the ball listener, Sir Sadi. Face blue smiling. That's how I'm so aware. We know that, man. We know you're a star boy a long time, you know. Alright. So Mr. Blacks is getting back to you, Dania. You know Blacks very sharp to him thing, you know, not just him whistling blow sharp. Did you say that
Yeah,
no
man.
sponsor
He's
had
still sharp.
he's still sharp, man? The man is
Yeah,
saying that
still sharp.
he's asking, did you
I
say that
recommend shoes, him still not wearing them.
eh?
When I recommend him for have platform shoes, him still not wearing them.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, why?
Okay. You know what I'm taller.
Sir Beckford, did you say that those sponsors had been finished? And the competition will start a week now? That's what he's asking.
Yeah, we have a final meeting tomorrow. And as I
Okay.
say, most of well, we have one outstanding team not registered none at all on the platform yet. We have him last chance tomorrow because that a hold you up now.
Mm,
And if you not register on it, then you may have to go sit down and watch the thing. But we are give people the opportunity. And we know what this pandemic had done to the
yes.
whole aspect of especially football. And that score again, the parent body which is FIFA in its wisdom knew that the member associations would have suffered due to just the perhaps of the stopping of football, so and so. Send down resources to our parent body to disperse to the parishes. And I know only for money will come to the parishes don't reach us from the GFF and we're still waiting on it. So that is one of the big peeves I'm saying because in them time when the football stop, only for people in the football fraternity them and me, them looking towards well on a personal level and on a professional level as the president, we try to help certain thing and whatever.
Yes.
And we give thanks, you know, so we take a lot for help and we're still helping. There was one example, like a girl whose mother admit to me the other day say, but I know she saw how wrong she was when a little girl was playing for our parish under 15 and tried to dissuade her fit to have more time academics and so on. So, and the good thing now, the young miss now has graduated to university.
I heard.
I know the mother, if our football in Forest would have been up there too, she could have been recipient of a scholarship and so on, so because academically she had it.
Yes.
You know, so we try from that standpoint to help with for lessen the debt for the kind of university thing. So we're glad we could help with that and over time with my next one or the next one so we can help again. But we not stop repeating it that is our whole and soul responsibility is to enhance the social aspect of most of the footballers that we under our jurisdiction and our care. That's all we have to. And once we do that, you know, these people will come and become prolific citizens in the country. What I
True.
said, most of the footballers where you know about, when a big man can tell when he usually play for KC, I usually play for Black Lion, I usually play for so and so. I know what football did to him and his fellow players brought us together that nothing else could have bring us. And back in the days in Senton, you have Ghetto, I have Mali, I have Windsor, I have Rona Pound, so. And it brought us together because one of the time when you go civil go play football, war must bro. And when civil come and ball gun to play Brazil, war bro. When
Right.
Renards up there so come and ball gun, war bro. And then it was football brought us together that we know so now the ball of them now can go in any community Because Windsor no Milo and Milo can go a Windsor and no backlash. Usually a Baichan, Ferguson from Windsor, him can go get her anytime. So it moves some of the thing, and believe you me, this pandemic thing come back, and a lot of youths became idle, and then you know them say the saying goes, and the devil mag for you, good for you.
Yeah, man, they will
A
find work
chance
idle hands.
if it is good. So yesterday, St. Anne's Bay, broad daylight 9 o'clock. Man go rob supermarket delivery man or carry money yet. And so.
Ah, boy. So much to think about, Mr. Beckford. Anyway, big time story now. Big story.
Yeah.
We come out a little football. We are going to some big football thing now. What's going on? What's your view on the status of football in our country? Are we talking about in our country? We're talking about national teams. We just failed to qualify for the under 17 World Cup. We have waiting. We are going to the senior regular girls World Cup. Yes. So at least we are in another World Cup. What is your take?
I want to tell you something. Can tell you something.
Mm.
Right? Where you going? You can't continue to do the same thing and with a different result. You plant Bambi mango. When that come and beer, no look for Julie. So as me say now, each time we go and have a tournament, we get a national coach. And most of the time is a friend of somebody who's a friend of somebody who in a technical committee, executive man, and put him there. And him go out and get quote unquote his own team. As far as me concerned, a man don't know, go back to the database and say, yes, these are the youth usually play 2-3 years ago for the under 15, under 17. Get them so and so. And then, you know, the talent pool wide, you know.
Yes.
Because we start bringing America now. You have camps of Florida, you have camps of New York, you have camps of LA where Jamaica use them. And then in England, because if a lot of people know the history of England, specifically through the Windrush thing, you would know so it's a privilege for you to have deep football prowess in England. Want to play for Jamaica because we went through a lot there. And it's still, through the urging of his parents, have the roots to say, you know, play for Jamaica. So the talent pool is widened. But then now we get people in the positions on square peg, seriously in our own hole. Because the first aspect of coaching is to get a team together. And once you can get a team together, playing together as best as possible. You will go places, you might have less talented youths and whatever, but them talent is high because them what? Them willing to play the team game.
Yes.
No, I mean that. So what is happening now when because in those days, and I must go back to one little history. Mr. Jackie Walters, as old as they see him, is the youngest person right now. And in 1996, we went with Mr. Walters and Simoes to Atlanta with the Jamaica under 17 team at the time. And we played a series of matches. The first Jamaica national team at any level to get a point off an American team was when we played American under 17 and we drew 2 up there. And when we came back, we worked closely with Mr. Walters and Liebert Alleman from 96 onwards. Right? And the man, especially Mr. Walters, family a policy where you come at the parishes 3-4 times and see the youth them in them elements. So when you come with the center youth them at drag style, them more comfortable and so you can see them so as you just take them and carry them at Kingston in a strange environment. Them now go to have them optimum. And they did that. The man pick confed teams, carry them go shark to at the time. Every one of them. Then from the confed teams in whittled it down to 23, 24 players for the national under 17. We qualified for 1999 under 17 World Cup. And then by extension, the under 20 World Cup, we qualified again in 2001. And then all of them something they throw it through the window in 2003. And if most of your people don't understand the significance of 2003, is when politics at the highest level of the GFL, start rule. So that was the time when November 2003, them vote out Captain Burrell and some man going there. And just politics put them there. And from that politics and ruling thing, Captain Burrell came back and him never had to fight again to fight for football till sickness and whatever, and him gone. And then when him gone and the people ever came in again, no politics. So the man will vote for that man, you know, them get all of the trips and the what, and they have the man them when they never vote for him now. Suck salt. And football cannot run that way, brother.
So
And the thing about it, you know, every year the debt keeps going, the national debt for football. And I would have reason say if you owe that amount of money, at least then you should have some better fees and better facilities. But no, the money that's I use up and man, I live big life.
hold on.
I said that we don't give any apology to nobody.
Hold on, Sir Beckford. Hold on.
And you realize the thing now when my little under 15 girl would have like $1,000 for help with that thing. But it's not there simply because the man them I don't know for whatever reason them going to do.
Danny.
And then that is why FIFA draw down pan Jamaica. Why you make me finish FIFA draw down pan Jamaica. Put we under restricted finances. Not one, not two, not three, nearly 4 years. Is the first country in history under so much restricted financing from FIFA. Simply because we never did that. Spend the money right. And worse, we never did that. Report the spending of the money right.
So you're saying to me.
So there is where we are right now from the national level where you just ask the question.
So you're saying to me, because I'm gonna be honest, I never know this. You're saying to me that JFF has a very high debt, financial debt.
Yes.
As is with the country of Jamaica.
Yes, yes.
Oh my. I didn't know that, sir.
So you see, and is where the politics are the thing because don't underestimate the British know what they were doing, you know, man. The British farm a government in most of the territories when them see the inevitability of independence in inverted commas, independence in inverted commas. So what you do, you have the government, whoever which, and then the loyal opposition. So any government will go in, you have a mandated opposition. So anything the government do, there is an opposition to it. So you can feel your time in Jamaica and see how Jamaica politics run. When shower are run, a shower people and them look out for. When power people are run, them look out for power people.
All right,
and then when power in opposition, you hear all of the something what shower.
Danny, we're not going in a shower the power. We want to stick to JFF.
Yeah, but so me show you. It filters over now to the football fraternity, and we need to get rid of that again. Because that divide us. And once it divides us, the football fraternity will not progress like how it should have progressed. That is just the linkage I just try to put to it.
I get it.
Politics really is ugly and overrun the football. Thankfully, we have put in a new set of a constitution that now every other it supersedes everything else. So this is what we're going to use going forward. How we do things. So the General Secretary has his role, the President has his role, the Executive Committee with the board has its role. Everybody has its role and the linkages. As a matter of fact, we had a seminar 3 weeks ago where CONCACAF sponsored. Just that same thing. These are the rules and things because more and more of our parent bodies, both CONCACAF and FIFA, are sending more resources to the member associations. Because if you remember one at the time, resources are reaching, especially in the Caribbean. Because it was hijacked. Everybody just live big life, and you can see how many people who were former presidents of how many member associations gone to prison through corruption.
So Danny, let me ask you. As a member or a director of JFF, prior to these policies, what were you saying? What was it you were saying? What was you stand for? What did you stand for as it relates to all these what would I say now, in deficiencies that were in the JFF, knowing that there were guidelines?
And therein lies the guidelines thing was that we had so many different guidelines. You had bylaws, you had constitution, you had this. The constitution said, for example, a general secretary has no vote because he is an employee of the federation. One next bylaw, as we say, the general secretary have vote at certain meetings and so on. So the whole of that throw away this constitution that we have, not a perfect document by any means.
Yes.
But one of the big things that it did, it moved from the 13 vote that we had condensed it to 56, 57 people now can vote for a president final. Because up to the last time there was voting, 7 out of 13 give you the vote. Are you turn president? And then you reward what is happening right now is that the president reward is and him talking already. You support those who support you. And that's how the football for run, brother.
But
so we don't qualify for the under 17, see the under 17, as we said, the talent pool, we went to all Florida and had camps with the Floridian youth, some of the youth, in other area in America and so on, and we had to put a team together. And first and foremost, one little authorization letter come late. The youth then couldn't travel. It cost us initially 600,000. I don't know how much else it cost.
Hold on. Hold on, Danny. Hold on. What you really say, well, you're saying to me that letter. Yes, that no objection letter. That came late. The no objection letter that came late.
Yeah.
It cost us 600,000 Jamaican dollars.
But just tell me something now.
No, I don't know because I don't know that letter you have to pay for it or what.
So far, and then the good thing is that the organizers in Guatemala and the airlines, the Copa, facilitate us and send a plane, and we went down a day later, and then we started. I'm not sure if it. Looking back, you tell me say it hampered the team in certain way because I don't understand for the life of me. We play the first match, gone 4, and we conceded too late. Then we play the next match, we gone 1, we conceded late. So if player concede late, and I'm sure what happened there. And if the thing happening over and over, and the coaching staff couldn't do nothing to abate that thing. Till finally at the knockout level we get knocked out by some. When Guadeloupe beat Jamaica now is a thing. Most of those small countries that come up, you think them are wrong?
But you see, that is the strange thing about it, and I don't feel no way when Guadeloupe beat with Fiseboy, them name Guadeloupe and we name Jamaica. Because guess what? Right. They are putting in the work. We are the ones that are stagnant. We just stay put. We are not doing enough for the improvement or the development of our football. And it goes to show, sir, it goes to show how much the ego in our leaders are dampering our football. And when I say ego, I'm not saying that all the leaders are in the JFF hierarchy. Just think it is their thing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But one of the things that when I mentioned that.
You're right. You're saying you're right.
One of the things that I mentioned when I said the ego of our leaders. We have, and I don't know how you will fit this in or how you will respond to this. We have a number of football academies in Jamaica right now, Quite a lot, But I am sure the JFF don't know the academies that are here. That's one.
And the thing, if you find 3 properly constituted academies, you find enough. So enough man come and say, yes, we have an academy.
Exactly.
But if you see the whole definition and the reality of academies, about if you find 3, you find enough. But I said that we said this now in the history, you say there is so much post-COVID, there is so much, and I give thanks to a lot of the farmer ballers who are start something in them community and call it an academy. Keep the youth them on a level occupied. So when a youth and train on a weekday evening with him done, and go and we eat on the whole place. Parents will acquire him eat too much food. But when him done, him go up on him game and come on and sleep. Him not out the road I get nothing. And what you're saying is absolutely right because we lose sight long time of what a Jamaica Football Federation should be. Right now and the man act like say well then them is separate from the parish. The parishes that represent you, so you, the parish president and the executive are the agent for you. Because enough of the man them we travel to a parish and see for himself photo and what is happening. See? That is one of the things that we do. On a level, as a over the years, we go to the clubs, visit them, find out what it is. The community people who are actively saying at the club can tell you exactly so and so.
Yes.
And then when you do your farm and the plans. So what it does is a try of everybody on a level. You don't have no favorites over nothing. The favoritism come when they go up on the field and play and Volvo win the competition or Limal win the competition or Brownstow win the competition. That is where it comes in. And then when they go to the higher level now, the parish is integral in them to ensure so well that we support you as our parish team. But as it stands now, as I say, monies will come. I remember 2014 World Cup, 2015, every member association got bonus from FIFA.
Yeah.
Over $1 million. And when it done, it never filtered down to us, the rank and file. What I'm saying, it never filtered down, and even when FIFA reformed itself first, which was good in 2015, and then try and put in the reforms in everybody else, they say, what took place before when presidents all over the place life of a football. Then you have checks and balances and so on, so on, so. But it's like our leaders who got, when Captain died, for example, and our leaders who came in, stuck in the same mentality, say, boy, me so and so now. So me have to live that life. You understand what I'm saying?
So Danny.
I am so and so, so I am living the life.
Danny.
Can't work so.
You know me put some blame on you though. If you see as a man, man, as a man we had this thing for so long. And one thing I can say, you know, you voice your opinion and you not stay quiet. So that's good.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter, you will stand up for something positive based on what you are saying. And you have been a director for so long in the JFF.
Yeah.
Why you continue to log along with all these ill gains, or should I say, negligence as it relates to putting across these policies in a proper way?
Do you realize the thing again, man? Because in a pseudo democracy, you have things to do. And I'm going to tell you something. And some of your listeners and your viewers then to listen to me carefully.
Mm-hmm. All right.
When Captain Burrell was voted out, I'm friend them vote him out, you know.
Including you.
So Captain Burrell, I tell you,
included you.
Start come a center now and build a bakery in Awochi, and every time he will come a center every week. And I mean, he is no longer president now, you know. So I'm building bakery. And I mean, him apart every time he come here. And some things when me and the man sit down and they say, do, if 50% of what Captain proposed him to do with him go back as president, he had done, it would be a far better place.
So let me ask you,
man. We campaign, we put him back.
More I hear this part.
That was one of the biggest, seriously regrets, because within 2 months the man just changed. He is no longer the optimist again.
Yes.
And then when we start trying to get to him now, I said, talk to me now, sir, what is happening? The man that stop talking, when the time is me and you parallel about, no, you didn't want technical. And then I wrote a famous letter and said, bossy, this can't work, you mash up the thing now. Because what he said he was going to do. And him getting people them, had a meeting, suspend the standing orders to deal with me. And me just say, if you apologize, because one letter I went to the board and to them, some one of them leak it and it want pin it for me, so me leak it to the media.
Okay.
No. And then when them done, so we must apologize to the man and I ask a question, you know what I mean? But what should I tell me exactly what should I apologize for? Nobody can tell me. Just like the member say, and I didn't apologize like Gruffle. Go to the media and say unreservedly so and so and so. I say, man, what me look like to them? And when them done, the next year, me suspended for 6 months. So if you never know, if you never remember.
I remember that.
Time when you lick out against some of this, the inefficiencies where you talk about. Start to lick out against that, say we're going the wrong route. The man them sit down and gang up and say, well, let's suspend Danny for 6 months. And 7 days after the 6 month up, 7 days,
Mm-hmm.
after the 6 months so-called suspension up, me get a call, I'm there Jackson, and then a man run come to me and show me a phone and say, you know what? The boss died. And I don't want your listener to take it wrong enough. Me and Captain Bird was very, very close, man.
But
That is
that
why it burned me for all
that
the man them did so and so. But him gonna know and these people women not so close with, them around the thing now. You know?
I agree. What I would say though, Danny, JFF really need to be serious. I mean, every hands on deck if you really want to have something positive in football in our country. All right. How are we going to get this thing serious? I want it in short, I'm going to ask you, and I don't want it to be long on this one. What do you think is the main problem we have in JFF?
Direction. And I'm going to tell you point blank again. If you have a leader who is the biggest follower, because I'm going to tell you some point blank, the leadership of the GFF now have no direction where they want to go. All they want to know is I am the so and so, I am the so and so. So I make decisions. That is why I can tell you that is why Kankakaf came and did the seminar to say this is everybody resume. So at the end of the day, we and I must tell you, we now election year for everybody and everything, right? And at the end of the day, if the people that are there who mock up the thing so much, and you 56 people now vote and put him back, me right it there, zip me zip, me put a zip on my mouth. So 2,000 are going to hear people that call for Barabbas. Because that's what I'm concerned.
Danny,
Them who certain way. And then you're like,
Danny,
you them with them we don't show them whatever. They look like the little young miss them and they say them gravitate too.
hey,
So,
I'm telling you,
yeah, one
a serious thing. But
if
guess what?
something food and the water we drink will make some of it turn back way or something.
Hear me out on this,
You know
Danny.
what?
You are saying to Jamaica and the world no, that there is no need, there is no good in going back with Michael Ricketts for another term. That's what you are saying.
If him cannot bother finish by time November come it will be very good.
All right.
Because I can the last time the Jubilee gentleman was voted in 4 years ago almost. Him said that was his last 4 year term. Somewhere along the line all this thing we don't call it sweet him and him want next term to go 2026 World Cup because basically that is the thinking of most of the man them up there. World Cup qualification or disqualification or that. We qualify for Women's World Cup twice. And if you or your listeners will know or get an idea of the state of women's football in this country, you wonder then how we qualify for World Cup. Because the state of women's football in this country is woefully bad. I can't tell you. Because when our women's program in this parish has been one of the better ones, I say better one because when you have the resources, you make sure. And we get a lot of girls and we get quality girls and we get so and so. And we know so well and every year we usually host Women's Day football thing at Jacksal every year for about 4 years straight.
So Danny,
coming from our work. So but you say the man fee leave like yesterday. Me can't if it was sound like it, we don't have no briefing about it. But brother, the direction where the last 5 years where this GFF go, it is we are going to come out of that rabbit hole go and take a decent effort, a very decent effort because we go way down in the rabbit hole.
all right.
If you listen, have an idea what we're talking about.
No, as a director, and you feel say that the president should go. Is there anyone in this country now you believe can do a better job? Not just a better job, can do the right job to move the Jamaica football forward.
From 2017, we have an article. I still have the article.
Mm-hmm.
We want Dan Beckford say him is the right person to lead this thing out of it.
Who said that?
I'm still 2023.
Mm-hmm.
2023. It even worse. So I can tell you, say, a lot of things, and a lot of people where Bob tell you all the while, Bob Samali tell you all the while. Maybe eat and drink with you and behind you, And we skin the teeth with you, and if a me forget certain position,
Yes.
certain place, no, they will go say no and no. And then the constitution of FIFA, everybody tell about no discrimination through race, religion, or whatever. But from my personal thing, like when we see over the years, is that the achievement, put a damper upon some other people that them some inferiority complex come on, I can tell you. So when we not still not watch nobody, we are try with the years that we there, the little years that we have left, make sure the scenario is there that the youth them can continue to benefit from football socially, financially, every kind of alley you can think about. Because the football is one of the things that we together. Politics divide. Football bring us together. So the ball and them but if you still look on it just through your little nosebleed, you can't see past a nosebleed. Say, the people who vote for me to get my support. Personally, what happened to the parish when leader to the clubs in that parish there to get whatever? And when you have, I'm going to say 1.75 million over the last 2 years, this GFF have for the parishes. And them no near a figure that, and them admit to you, say, them they use up the parish money in the field, World Cup, quarter campaign or whatever. You will make we get back the money.
But where them all get it from? Where them all get it from?
Using this thing.
The money used already, where them all get it from if you give you back?
Exactly the point I'm making. So you're going a new deal with kit company, Adidas, and we're going to get some windfall. And herein lies the problem again. The parishes, when they are weak, the footballer, because if at the time when most people never understand when we qualify for World Cup from 94 to 98, and $890 million overall for the 4 years was collected at the gate from Jamaica people when stadium a park. When people out of with legitimate tickets can't go in.
True.
Nowadays we can barely collect $90.
My word.
Yeah, but when last you see a national match with a good turnout?
It's a long time, man. Trust me, very long time.
Right, because the parishes are weak. When Hanover usually strong, them big teams that are so. The people them know say them are come a stadium and left from early because Jamaica play. Nowadays a match they are mobile to reality. If you see the one stands half full, you see only. So we need to get back the interest of it because right now, my parish, as me say, the other day, Mount Pleasant travel and go and go play. One of the biggest scary seats they get a 100 for years because the whole of St. Ann go up there.
Okay.
Most of when they are Jackson, the whole of St. Ann come at Jackson. So PFLJ can tell you, say, a lot of the revenues, what they are earn right now at gates, is from Jackson and it. We can't apologize for that because if you have the thinking, say you're parochial and you look for things for yourself alone, it don't make no sense. So everything must fall in line, the domino effect. So you draw football, enhance the other parish football, enhance the confederation football, enhance the national program. Yeah? And we need to put more resources to find some more Jordan Brown and guy in parishes.
But Danny.
But as they say, some man setting on their ways, they must some of the same man who are run the thing now in a 2000 or whatever. When them find themselves in a finance after they vote out already through politics, I don't know what to do. I sell the man, they do want to sell the headquarters that we have at St. Lucia Avenue. A FIFA will tell us, no. I'm my building, but you right for me. The schemes that the man about the thing now and put we had 3-4 years restricted finances, if most of your listeners would understand. So
Danny,
since them name a whole heap of money, seriously, they are FIFA and Kanka free, but reporting for it and the paperwork not going properly and not do properly, so the funds not released. The other day, I think within November, we got some funds released. And out of that, you just ask the question, those over $1 million we should have paid from there. I know, but you said the money come, but no money not dispersed. Money would have facilitated those monies, some of those monies, but they owe it. So we just do the same thing and hope for different results. It can't work, so brother.
one thing we can tell you, Danny, the only way we can get back to have fans from right around the country going to the national stadiums for football matches, we have to ensure that we have players from those areas representing the country.
Sure, I know you see you
May I
get
tell
my
you,
idea, sir.
if that is
All
not
of the
happening,
time, some man in the hierarchy. You're right, you're right,
no,
you're
I'm
right,
telling
you're
you,
right. No, it's the same thing with Sentan. For example, one at the time, the following get low simply because there was no Sentan player in the team. When we say that,
no man,
when Daniel Green just up the road from Amali, did that go well? People are come out when Dodo from they call him Army Beer. The people are come out for watch him from that community. So it's the same thing now when you go and get the whole because we played Panama in the last campaign. The first 3 matches, the second one was Panama at stadium. 8 players were the first them a play in the stadium. And 3 out of those are Englishman, I tell about, you know.
yeah.
8 of them are the first them a play a national match at stadium. And 3 out of those are the first them a play for Jamaica. Not even warm-up practice match. And we get 8 man in our team. We start. We're not familiar with certain things. Panama overrun easily 3 love.
Because
you just can't bring in another football where you can't bring in big name and feel say them all just click so.
it wasn't a home game. And that's what I am saying. So I am suggesting this to you that to the powers that be, we need to get our football on a national level, not on a so-called level where you believe these are the best players. And let me tell you, it's not like we are saying that the better players are left out, Danny. I know that me I say, if you want corporate Jamaica to assist and you want the country to follow you, your program, you have to get them involved. Sorry, you have to get them involved. And the fact that if you go to Mobile and there's nobody from Montego Bay playing in this national team, you think people are going, would them all drive from Mobile come watch?
Exactly the point. So you're right.
And what compound that, sir?
You're right.
What compound that,
If you do the things that work, if you do the things that work, it will continue to work.
Of
if you do
course.
the things that do work, it will continue not going to work.
Mr. Beckford.
So when you do, and you ask a question and I really put the emphasis on it, you always offer big name foreign coaches. I remember Milutinovic, and then the rest of them, you go and Schaefer, you go and when you look, them even see him once about and Mr. Elgrim so far, he must say the inadequacies are the shortfalls so far in the thing and whatever, specifically pitches and so on. So.
Yes.
And there is one of the issues now where if you take my money and owe me and can't give me, how we are going to develop a lot of pitches in the parishes when I play football for how long now? Tell me.
That is so true. That is so true. And sir, I'm saying that to say Jamaicans, we as Jamaicans, we are not real football fans. We watch.
I hear you people see something, man. Some of the biggest football fans in the world.
Who?
Jamaicans. Man say Jamaicans are not fan. Where want to come from?
Listen to what me I say to you. Listen to what me I say. Me say we are not real football fans. We follow football because of our personal feelings. So that means we don't go to watch the reggae boys. we go to watch the player who we like or the player who we associate with. So that's what I'm saying, So that's why I be said to you, say, if you don't get the football right
Tell that
round,
to the
no more
Argentina
be a people.
fans too.
Eh?
Tell that to the Argentina fans. Because Messi never played a one World Cup match. People don't start tear out their here. So what
Yes.
you saying now,
Mm.
when Trinidad Anglin and Whitmore and most of the West Ball of them are dominate thing. Man come for watch them, yes. In relation to the reggae boys.
Yes.
And when Trinidad score the second goal against Trinidad first time we win, everybody Europe. Both Bobby man and Clarinal man and St. Thomas man because the reggae boys win. But me did go specifically for watch Trinidad.
So you there go for what?
I say?
No, that yes, that is
No,
it.
I'm going to show you on certain level. Because he go see we win and we won.
Yes, man.
1991, that was in a man. So I can say to you now, say the thing about when I said Jamaica, Jamaica have some of the most loyal fans. You switch party, spill over to Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man U. You understand what I say?
So this
Barcelona, way. The man them have this football thing, much relationship fall by the wayside, man.
I know, I can tell you, I'm in a group right now where buzzing, and there are members in that group who I believe would have been in this show, but because they have to talk football, they have.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't
But
make no man get this thing about Jamaica and that
no,
lion
man.
and true football fans. And some of the biggest football fans
Big man.
in the world. And then when they hear from the show, them I'm saying knowledgeable, man. I remember me as a player, ref and so and so. And when you go, and the privilege was we can go Tivoli, go ref, we go on it, go ref. And a matter of fact, Fuller, 1 week before Fuller went to England the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Tivoli, I play, what other, at Tivoli, Fuller get, we think the Fuller red card. Me, Ricardo Fuller get red card the Tuesday. And they start they fly out, and GFF belatedly give him a 2 months
Ban.
suspension, right? But in the England the whole time, so if you can come back 6 months after that, so and so, but in Ghana one next cup, so
Danny.
But I just say that we say this, we a lot of people now run back a certain thing. We want to qualify for work. World Cup, yes, fine. But the issue is we need to get the parishes strong in football again. Parish. So you the referees fraternity in the parish strong, the club lit things in the parish strong, and that would spill over to the national program. It always do.
Danny Beckford.
But what now? We for the last 5 years, man, the only priority was the main priority was qualifying for World Cup. And even when we qualify for the Women's World Cup, it's like it's not a seeming good achievement as if the man them did it. But it is twice women qualified for World Cup. But you must see the state of the women's football in Jamaica today. Don't let me tell you about this some of the time people can go to the prize, that's where the women's football is.
No, but when how many there's a women competition going on now, how many teams are in it?
Yeah, the Women's Premier League, which is 10 teams. Good?
Mm-hmm.
And herein lies the problem again because them did want to split the thing into two. The Premier League, which is tier 1, and then you'd have tier 2 women. Tier 2 women should have started according to them this month, But when them check it, because my team, me have a good team. The last time my team participated in the Women's Premier League in Jamaica before COVID, we finished 5th. The 4 teams that finished ahead of us were Kingston teams. So we finished 5th. So at the end of the day, we tell the man them say, listen, before you start anything, get to the about 7 parish that play a woman football. Get to the delinquent parish, see what the problem is, man. See where you can help you establish at least a team in a parish there. No, them did not. They go do one Premier League and then we go to tier 2. Then put back the tier 2 now from February to nearly June because them say it's only 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Just express our interest. I think my team is one of them because win the
What's the
most
name
of
of
the
your
Women's
team?
Premier
What
League.
is the name of your team, Daddy?
I sent on women.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? So we never participated in the Premier League one because no resources was there for prepare our team.
Mm-hmm.
Resources will come, we get to start prepare team. Well, for not only women's football at the prize, but we have some of the resources we don't go towards helping the team for the tier two football. So the resources now gonna come again.
Yes.
Right? So I'm saying this to say that we in committee, after committee meeting and so, and you decide on certain thing. You come always that different something happen. We from the women's committee, for example, only here by the way, say the tier two did put back and it nearly caused a problem because people who sit and decide that and then spoke to the media for whatever reason or for whatever the media call you. And then it's out there and we sitting and say, then who made the decision? Because you who supposed to be the decision maker. And we hear about it. So these are some of the things we need to rectify going forward as administrators and as the GFF. We can't just take willingly the decisions and then you want to back it up somewhere down the line. And so you do the thing, the chain of command and the CONCACAF seminar tell you there's a chain of command.
Danny,
Executive committee,
we want to.
family.
It seems like you would go on for another hour, you know, Danny.
my,
Foot,
my, my
football
schedule.
discussion, nice, you know. But I want to capitalize on what I want to finish what I was saying, why I say Jamaicans are not real fans.
Yeah.
And I say that because when it relates to international or club football, we out there. And most Jamaicans who follow them team, the Arsenal, the Liverpool, City, the Man U, wherever, these fans probably would buy all 3, 4 jersey, you know, a year. Let's see how many of us will buy Adidas Jamaican jersey.
That is true, yes. But you
Let
want
us
to put the
see.
next thing to that. No, you're right, you know, but make a put the next rider to that now.
Mm-hmm.
Merchandising has been woefully lacking in JFF from as long as that. The fight time he quarrel about merchandising, especially when we always get a new kit sponsor there.
Yes.
And then if it's talk to the one would also suggest you talk to the people, the manufacturers Adidas. So listen, we can have some inferior quality shirts then instead of you have the replica for 10, 11, 12,000. If you can get shirts for 4 or 5,000, a family of four will buy four of them instead of you buy two 10, 11,000 one.
What a
we get it. And they know
beautiful
the
suggestion.
availability of the thing too.
Wonderful suggestion, sir. Wonderful.
Yeah, man, if you're available, so even me I go suggest to them, say, we can have an outlet at Jackson, practically have an Adidas store. We sell the things.
And those don't have to be inferior, you know. They don't necessarily have to be inferior.
No, when I say inferior, and that is why I decided to stop and think. It's not really say inferior. You have a quality material against a lesser quality material. And the lesser quality material will cost less. But are you the manufacturer that make it with the same Adidas brand? So you have shirts in your place, for example, for 4,000, 6,000, 10,000. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. That is
good. That is just where I'm getting at. To ensure say you have an outlet that the people can comfortably go instead of a drive from Savannah Lamar to Kingston to try to get one Adidas shirt.
Yeah, man. And
being here in Savannah Lamar or even further down a mobile, so you can easily get it.
From an economical standpoint too, that would be good.
Running up. We went to Atlanta in 96 with Jackie was, and when we come back, we carry the first, call it the shipment, Lanzira come here. And Lanzira sell like hot bread because the merchandising wasn't so bad. No, the merchandising is terrible, marketing is terrible.
Danny.
So we need to get back the personnel who understand the thing because we were there from day one, help family those things, help put them policy there in place, and help move it. We the GFF gate a fight tooth and nail to ensure that the gate run proper that we could collect nearly $900 million for the 4 years. Right, so as we say, it can, But my basic problem with the rank and file of the people in Jamaica and the diaspora is that they are concentrating upon doing well. Well, they want to have, when they go play Gold Cup and for win, or when they go Nations League or win, or World Cup qualifier or win, or whatever. Yes, that is fine, but strengthen the football administration of the parish, brother. So even when World Cup campaign done, or Gold Cup done, and you come second or third or whatever, we still have football and the parishes to look forward to.
Okay. Okay.
And that is where the diehard fans in Jamaica, no care where they come from, always go support the football. Nowadays, them turn out because a whole heap of things wrong. And we go in a wrong direction. Them can't see it, a lot of them follow the football for the idea they need. And their mother and father have them over them shoulder like they go football match. That is what is happening in center. We have third and fourth and fifth generation of football fans right now. When people usually run up and down and follow Milo, or Danny Beckford, or Loki, or
I tell
Rango.
you,
Them
trust
name, there
me.
were some of the people them know me I talk about.
Back in the days. All right,
Back in the days.
Daddy, we want to get to the last part of the show. We really want. We have been going for a long while, and I want you to go and get your sleep because you have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I ask you the question: do you see anybody in Jamaica who is ready for this JFF presidential post?
Danny Beckford.
All right, Danny, you believe? Tell me in fairness, as you are not campaigning right now, I suppose. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. How much of those delegates you believe would go for Danny if the election should have called tomorrow?
And when I say a sizable amount. And when you see there's relative again instead of campaign because the campaign style where you might have see in that happening at least not yet.
Yes.
In terms of and when people that have a campaign we have concentrate on green and red campaigning. But seriously, we was one of them campaign for get back how they were there. Mm-hmm. Referee fraternity, ISA, and all those people forget because we did drop them one at a time as some of the major stakeholders in football, and them can even vote for see who will run the football under their auspices. So we have an excellent relationship when we say with ISA and everybody over the years. Major sponsors, them love to come to Jackson. Right now we have I don't know if it's an advertising for them, but a new KFC bill at Jackson. So them start benefit already from Jackson because them just not a quarter mile from Jackson. When match done or during match, people just pop down to KFC and because that corridor from Miami Bay to Central Bay, Licumo and be one of the richest corridors, commercial corridors in Jamaica.
Okay.
And we supposed to get some spin off of those people, CPG who locate them at Jackson, and then people say, sponsor one of my program, the under 15.
Yeah, man, your sponsorship soon big, man. All right, so
for me, what me don't know about the next man, but to me, I am so seriously, I am enthused to see the prospects of where we are at and what we are doing and what we are going to do in terms of enhancing football. So when a lot of times when we voice my opinion and so on someone skin up them face and whatever, I mean always prove right. When I say always prove right because some of the directions when I see the man them go. Is like you have a GPS by your phone and you're driving unknown territory. And the GPS I carry all about the place. It's not functioning properly.
Right. So question.
And this is what is happening.
So let me ask you.
GPS not functioning properly. Who should have guide you? So you just all about the place. So when we think say everything's settled down now. The under 17 just the other day show you. The man did not travel just to one simple something.
But that
diligence wasn't done.
But Danny.
People in a positions right now in the JFF don't even qualify for the position, but them in the true friendship politics.
To be fair though, Danny, to be fair, as the president, I don't think that was the president's duty or responsibility on that part. Why that letter was late, was it?
You see, and I see anything now. I try to tell you people who not divorce certain thing for certain thing,
No, me I ask.
The books.
I'm asking.
But you should ask and answer it. The leader of the organization at the end of the day, the buck stop with him.
Yes, I
Hey,
agree.
go further. No, why you don't know, let us put it in context because
Mhm.
the general secretary who is in charge of operations,
Yes.
he must say, well, him talk to the man who involved, who in charge, of the, who responsible for that, and the man said, all is well.
Good.
So him just take it at face value because if they did follow up and say, but you have an employee where he has do his work, so you delegate the work to him and he say done, he say it done. And when you hear from the show, the letter, for whatever reason, late, and the guys couldn't travel because him in a whole year line to for a couple of minutes well, and the relator never reach. And you know protocol when you talk about you can't go so the ultimate responsibility now the gen sec at the end of the day. Know who follow, but you still have to take the responsibility say it was his. And by extension, the president's job for ensure everything go because you is the president. You can't tell me say something wrong now in a GFM. And the president is totally divorced from it. Now, nothing to do with it. No, sir.
No man.
The president has sent down when things wrong, they must hear when they're ready for me. But thankfully, a lot of things are becoming like delegate and then follow up the delegation and say, you done the thing is that is done. Show me what is done. Because
that is key.
experience tell me
That is key in leadership.
things to chance.
That is key in leadership. Follow up and feedback.
Exactly, sir.
But I said that to say though, you let's put it in perspective. You are aspiring to be the president, and at some point we know it.
We reiterate it again and whatever. Danny Beckford is aspiring to be the president.
You're putting yourself forward to be the president of the next
That's
JFF-led
2017 till
administration.
now. People go around it, you know. And then what them see
Mhm.
in my parish, and then you hear the saying all the while, learn to dance a yard before you go abroad, you know.
Okay.
So merchandising, administration, leadership, football knowledge, technical aspect, you name it. And one of the good things about my parish is that at least when I delegate certain things, it is done. And we had a good team of persons, specifically from a junior girls program, where we give high kudos to them because them take orders and them formulate policies, how we deal with the girls and so on. So you will never hear a problem of trafficking in children or any harassment to the girls or whatever. Likewise, you are gonna hate it with the president. Lord have mercy, boy. I'm telling you. So those things we stickler for it.
Okay.
Because the girls, them at the end of the day have so much opportunities out there, sporting wise, whether it be athletic scholarship or football scholarship. Well, girls are too well. Girls play cricket for a level, but not so much. And it is the netball. You see what all those sports do for our and the role models that we have the Akins and the whatever our world beaters in netball. So and come back to the football now because a lot of our girls now are professional footballers all over the world. I play football and then go and congregate as one team to represent Jamaica in the World Cup.
All right. So
We
Danny.
are ramping the personal tell we ramping the man they were dead right now and know the amount of resource what we're getting out for the amount of resource we are expending. It's almost insanity.
All right,
But
sir.
thankfully the COVID thing sort of keys that we can go back out again and we need to resuscitate the football to a level where interest a flow again. And a man will take him last the resource to put at the football because in the interest of him, it helps him and it helps the community and it helps the country.
True word. But Danny, I know you are a smart man and you have been there and done that. You can't go into election blind. You are a nomination or the whole process. Do you think, or who do you think would pose a serious challenge to you, Danny Beckford, in this race?
As they say, all right, listen is careful, you know, the whole political aspect of the thing. The president is here, and
Yeah.
then I express his opinion that he want to go back again, even when we say initially when him come in, him now, I'm last 4 year term.
Yes.
You have some undercover aspirants. And me can tell them, you know them,
You must know them.
right?
That's why I ask you.
All right. Some undercover aspirants who the mayor, my thinking is that they will not, but the mayor start to oppose the president to try to get some political backing too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, but as you know, me long time quote unquote now oppose the president because I see the direction where him take football for you. But outside of that, we almost in March now. So strategically we start to map out. When me then now talking to you with this. In the reality in my mind, me there August right now because the election would be thing.
Yes.
So all of the people who we contact and whatever, because one of the time I'm going to tell you something, you know, who a couple of the parish president, my fellow directors, they not talk to me. Just through politics and football, you know. Them don't talk to me. And now, man receptive and say, boy, you know, so at the end of the day, what you do is you can't quantify because you is the other side of the balance. So man come realize that even some of the time when me say certain thing, I do certain thing, allude to certain thing, it's for the interest of the football at my personal interest. Because every time I mean those two things saying, brother. Most of what we do is calculated for one reason to enhance the football. A lot of the things when the present leadership do, not enhancing the football, they might enhance the more political reality in terms of the football fraternity.
Oh, yes.
See?
True.
So a lot of people, if a whole heap of people, every parish in Jamaica, know what Danny Beckford. I know what Danny Beckford stands for.
Yeah, man. You're popular, man.
You go, one of the most respected, all due respect, I'm going to blow me trumpet. One of the most respected administrator right now is Danny Beckford. There's no two ways about it. I never that look as a Bob Marley said. We don't make money for music, you know. We make good music. I want to make good music. You must make money. We can tell you don't hand over tomorrow and some of the executive at Westmoreland or St. Thomas. Them know what means about and when I time when Eastern Country did a struggle. And we get it up millions of dollars a day. We get rid of it. Saying we organize one at the time Eastern teams and pay 30,000-35,000 for enter one competition. If you win the competition, you know, nothing forget young lager Premier League playoff. We turn around now and teams start get prize monies and teams start get home games and make the you know that's other thing organization and if we come back to basic so the football fraternity with all the resources we get from outside and we utilize it very good but you know we to admit to your viewers just the dead burden just the dead burden alone nobody
Danny,
listening they want to add to it.
the final thing I'm going to ask you. Final question for me. Read JFF.
You sure the last question is now?
You want? Yeah, because me I go allow you to close the show, you know.
Okay.
Final question. Is there any good or positive initiative that this JFF administration has implemented?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Specific, the new constitution.
One.
And I'm going to tell you, it would have been a lot of prompting from FIFA itself. Anyway, but at least these are the same, very same people. Most of the who they are JFF are the people over the years who are make certain decisions. So I think these are some of the very same people who put it down to 13. Now with FIFA prompting because last year almost every month you had to meet a deadline for FIFA, you know.
Oh, okay.
Forget this done, forget that done, for sending the draft constitution till FIFA send back and say this can tweak, that can tweak, so I will send it back again and then FIFA send it and finally FIFA like the constitution because it's in line with them. So once FIFA send out the paperwork is good, then you know because I should think sometimes next month one FIFA financial consultant that come to see with the intention to well to help Jamaica back on track. in his finances and financial reporting,
Yes.
and even the lesson of the debt, because one of the time what build the debt is penalties for statutory deductions.
Mm-hmm.
So when you deduct the salary, I demand them. I don't pay it over the government and it pass certain time. I have the penalty reach out.
Oh.
Thankfully now with the trust we do it, the things I'm a pay upon time, certain thing I pay upon time, so you know accrue penalties, which is good. So when I add no and then especially the new gen second want get some write off or some of the unpayable penalties, which in matter of fact, the finances people in government, CFX, say, you know, we add the law, but the penalties reach a stage where might as well just write it off and begin anew. So moving towards there, that would help with the debt burden. But if we continue and spend money like a free, football money not free, one a win, man.
That's
So
true.
if we go and spend it like how we have the decision, where if we spend it, I go work. It don't make sense. GFF buy, I'm going to tell you this, buy footballs, for example, hundreds of footballs, and turn around and say, all right, each parish must get 15 balls. We just sing a couple parishes and say, that parish will get 10.
That's how it is.
Something's fundamentally wrong so with the thinking that anybody who do that specifically is the leader.
True.
The man that will vote for you, you make them travel and go, but the man that will vote against you, the only thing they can do is book nuts for figure meet in that town and that's it. Now traffic going away. These are the things I'm having to do experience over and over and over and over. And if that going to move me from so because we ignore the negatives and we are the positive.
Yes.
So a lot of time I tell you say with Danny Beckford around football as a head. I can tell you a list that exponentially football will take off administratively. And it must filter down. But then a lot of times people don't want good. What they say? You will Barabbas, brother. We say could be Barabbas. Barabbas are one of it.
I heard you loud and clear, Danny. I heard, and I'm sure that the listeners are hearing and still.
We common sensically do the thing. That's all final is the final thing. We need to common sensically do the things that are to be done.
All right, Danny.
Common sense.
We definitely need you on the show again. And I will definitely thinking about as it close to that election time when you are starting your campaign or in the middle of your campaign. I'll
All right, that's
definitely
so good.
come back to you.
That's so
But the final say,
so.
anything, what do you say to the Jamaican people right now as it
Well,
relates to
right now,
football?
I say to you, we give thanks that they could call me and say so and so, because gratitude is a must, you know. And for
Respect.
me, elucidate myself now and tell the exactly Jamaican people, say, listen to me. And enough of them, you know, I could 14 parishes and enough of them say, but see, we are going to run for the thing. Because the man does stuff move, you know. Me don't mean just say, well, if one of the day would have like media come and sentence me and just do a vox pop thing and say, oh, you she sent Danny Beckford and so and so, because I never know, well, I know the respect where people in this place have for what we have done. You can't quantify it. And I think that is one of the things where the wings beneath my wings should keep on having us soaring, because when you do, and people swear you do, you them gratitude, them show your gratitude, you got much. And yo, president, so and so and so. Because if Mount Pleasant win, you know, as a so-called local team and so and so. So
Yes.
do you listen or whatever? We are not, I don't want you go up on a limb to do nothing. Make it come to you where in your parish or your little community, you see the interest of football rise again. My God.
Nice.
Instead of the little youth them bleach out themselves and pick up gun and way because it I'm telling you, man. It all pervasive now, you know.
True,
Everyone
man.
plays now, you know. So it's quite hard for the football get back some of them. I mean, I say last COVID generation of youth, because a lot of them know. I see the big life, see what the scamming and the robbing and the thieving can give them. And them I go feet.
My
That's
God.
how it go. But them I go feet, brother.
True, man.
And the football is put properly and stop this food politicking Raman Fee say, then go up. To be fair, a lot of the administration go up in that politicking thing. We need to put it back to the back burner and go back and know say who did it deal with everything. So if you buy ball, you give a parish 15 ball. You give a director your overtime. Every director get and then that him say trip. You go and represent the country with so and so, and then the next man get that, and the next man get that, and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
But you send your friend and company all about the place and say, well then, why am I support you? You support them and I saw you support them. And for them something you take give them and I take one like say you give them. And it's yet as for them. So the people in Jamaica, the football take the and we must really single out Issa schoolboy football with all the inefficiencies and inequalities and any whatever. What it did was that schoolboy football played in every parish, both at the senior and the under 14, under 16 level, which was good. It brought back some interest from the youth them. So more and more, you see, when football, schoolboy football stop, the youth them still go out on the football field, occupy themselves. Very good.
With that, sir, I think Issa should have need to play a vital role in JFF.
That is why
Vital role.
we fight. Seriously, personal fight to make sure Issa and referee specifically back in the thing where at least them can cast one ball to say that a direction more on the football. Because you can have a man who have a fraternity and put so much in the football and you disenfranchise them. And that was done a couple of years ago. Glad to see them back in the fold.
That's so true. Mr. Beckford, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much, sir, for sticking with us, knowing that you have the technical challenges earlier. And it was really a pleasure. And I must say thanks for firstly accepting this invitation to come on the Saudichress show. And more so, thank you very much for this fruitful information. And I'm sure our viewers and listeners are well greeted. Unfortunately, I've missed some of the chat. And I will read them out though, but I must say thank you.
I'm going to tell you something. You're going to get increase listenership and viewership after this. I guarantee that one.
All right, my boss. I'm looking forward to that. And continue to share the Saudichress show with your colleagues back there in St. Anne. And ask them to subscribe, like, and share.
We give thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Maximum respect, sir. And I hope that you'll have a good time. Thank you. All the best in your tenure moving towards your presidential. So we'll talk again. And may God bless you.
All right, sir. Thanks.
Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was, of course, the energetic football administrator from St. Anne, Mr. Danny Beckford. And Daniel is his right name, but Danny is really the thing. And, unfortunately, we couldn't have him on video because of technical issues he faced with earlier. However, I'm still happy to have him to express himself and his views as it relates to football in general in Jamaica and also to the parish that he led for a number of years now. Almost 20 years this man has been leading the football FA down in St. Anne. So you have his experience. He has also been a part of the JFF hierarchy. And I mean, as far as being at the highest post, he served as vice president. So he's no chicken. He knew what he was saying and he has seen a lot. So again, thanks to Mr. Beckford. And again, thank you very much, very, very much. I must say thank you for you fans for staying with us for the past 2.5 hours. I know it was rough at the start, and I'm sure that you have learned something. Sorry for those of you who have missed you in the chat. I have some issues that just came up, and so that is how it goes. So let me just look, and I just picked them up, so I'm just gonna get them out of the way, just to say that we acknowledge them as well. So in the first place, I was asking how the referee recruiting program. So I saw the Westmoreland FA initiating a new method. All right. Sorry that he has left, but again, forgive me for missing these. Mr. Morrison again where the money will come from if no sponsors. As him say, I'm always getting way out. That's what he said. So let's see what happened, and hopefully I will give you a response when this major league starts in Saint Ann. I will follow up, and I will sure that he will be able to give me some answers, which I will share with you as well. Again, RR, LOL, mind trouble, sir. LOL, face blue smiling. What that mean, RR? Ay, Mr. Sir, trouble dead there. Face green smiling. All right, now I pick up what you're saying, RR. Peace and love, Mr. Beck. Thank you very much, RR. And thank you very much again for staying. I ask you, continue to share and like the Saudichress show. As we say, this is where we leave you. And I hope that all will be well for you to join us this Wednesday for educational talk. And hopefully you will come. We have promised that we'll have another very interesting one. More so, if possible, it will be far more interesting than we had last time. That was a big show. And so please continue to join the Saudi Chris show. See you very, very soon. All the best. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of night.